It's the latest trend in dieting, fasting, whether that's intermediate fasting or only eating between certain hours of the day. Jamie Smith joins us from Quartz Plus. She's a trainer and director of group fitness to talk a little bit about how fasting could affect your workouts. And I'll admit I'm always kind of looking for that magic pill, the latest trendy diet, and I'm seeing a lot of people doing this fasting right now. Can you kind of explain a little bit more as to why people are doing this and what it means?
A lot of people believe that it's going to help them lose weight faster, and it kind of, limits what they're having when they are eating in certain periods of the day. But there's some drawbacks to it. People are not really looking into it. They're not contacting their doctor first to make sure that it's safe for them. But there's a lot of different fads of, not eating for 16 hours, eating all your calories in 8, or eating for 2 days normally and then taking 2 days off completely. So there's a lot of different type of fasting diets.
And we've all heard you can't outrun your fork. So eating is very important even when you're working out. But I have a hard time understanding how people could continue their workouts when they're not eating. Could fasting affect people who are still going to the gym?
Definitely. Food is a source of energy, and protein is going to rebuild, your muscles. It's going to keep your energy up. So if you are fasting, you're not going to be getting enough calories. Therefore, the energy for your workout is not going to be there. And plus, during fasting, you can lose a lot of muscle mass during that time if you're not getting the right amount of food. So your workouts will definitely suffer when you're not eating.
Do you have people asking you about the fasting diet?
Yes, a lot. It's a huge fad right now, and people are just back and forth with it. They're like, oh, it's working, which it's going to work. You're going to lose weight, but it's going to be a lot of water weight.
What are some of your suggestions for alternatives if they're thinking about fasting?
I would say I'm kind of a fan of the intermittent fasting, where you're taking that 16 hours and not eating, and then going into that 8 hours where you're putting all your calories into that 8 hours. I think that's the safest bet to go. Going an entire day or 2 days can be very risky. It can, put you at risk for dehydration, like I said, muscle mass loss, and just kind of dragging your workouts.
So how would you suggest starting it if you did do it? I mean, first you said it's always a good idea to talk to your doctor.
Yep.
But do people kind of schedule it out, pick hours that they are working between, and where do you work out in that whole mix?
Well, depending if you're an early morning working out person where you get up at 5:30 or 6:30 a.m., it's probably not going to affect you much because you'll have a few hours later where you are getting some food. But if you're fasting for the entire day and then you're trying to do a 5:30 p.m. body pump or something, your energy is just not going to be there.
And what are some of the foods that you would suggest eating then when you are eating?
Just in general, you want your fruits and vegetables, your whole grains, proteins, chicken, fish, you want the good, clean foods. That's the best way to go versus just eliminating all foods altogether.
Any other trendy diets right now that you're hearing a lot of people talking about?
A lot of people are talking about keto, very, very low carb diets. Fasting, like you said, a lot of smoothie diets, just having the shakes during the day, or just vegetable diets. I mean, there's just a million, and there always has been.
You're a trainer. What are you going to say when someone's like, I want to try this now, and I tried that and it didn't work? I mean, what's the biggest issue with most of these trendy diets?
Well, like you said at the beginning, everybody's looking for their magic pill. They just want a very, very fast, quick fix. And in reality, if you're eating, your fruits and vegetables and your proteins, and you're eating within your calorie limit, you're going to see a benefit from your workouts, and you're going to see a benefit with your energy. So just good, clean foods that you make at home, that you get at the grocery store, and you're just going to see a better benefit from eating healthier all around.
And you're a trainer as well as being a group fitness director and teaching a lot of classes. If you have a trainer, they can also go over your eating as well, right?
Yes.
Look at your workouts and what you eat. Is that something you'd recommend if people are struggling with that?
Yes, definitely. Teaching people how to eat throughout the day and getting all their calories that they need, not restricting, and the foods that are really going to power their workouts. And we do all of that, so yeah.
Get yourself a trainer.
Yes.
And get yourself a food diary.
Yes, for sure. Food is 80% of it, so you're not going to see results without getting your diet in check. So,
good advice. Thank you, Jamie.
Thank you.
Coming up next on North Dakota Today, some warnings about Halloween candy before you send out your little trick-or-treaters.